David and Kalika, thank you for coming in this week and for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here to come to counseling. To make sure that we're attentive to your time and the use of your time, would like to ask if there's any particular thing that you would like to work on in this session today that would make it feel productive.
I have something I want to say. We've been going through a lot, my breast cancer and everything, and his mom having breast cancer. And last week we went to my sister's, and she's been going through a tough time too. And he consoled her, and it kind of pissed me off because he's never consoled me like that. It seems that he doesn't give a shit about my feelings or what I'm going through. So yeah, that's what I kind of want to talk about.
You want to talk about that? So what was it like when your husband didn't console you and he consoled someone else?
Well, first I was pissed, and then it was really hurtful.
Hurtful? How so?
I felt rejected.
Rejected?
Yeah.
Rejected. Anything else?
And alone and angry.
Alone and angry and rejected. All understandable things when you feel something like that. When you feel upset, hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And so, David, what is it like for you to hear your wife say that she felt rejected and alone?
It doesn't feel good. It's not what I want to hear from my wife. I want to be able to be there for her and, not have her feel alone. It sucks.
It sucks. And so you seem like you've been going through a lot too. So it sucks, and so this is another thing added onto your plate, is having to deal with her emotions.
Yeah, trying to be the man of the house and father and husband and going through all this knowing that I guess I can't handle it just because some of the I'm scared watching my mother go through this. It's hard to watch this happen
Again.
Yeah, I don't want to go vegan. I don't want to go vegan. It scares the crap out of me.
So you're scared. Tell me a little bit more about the fear that you're having. What is it that you're afraid of specifically?
Ultimately, we don't want to lose her.
Lose who? Your spouse?
Yeah, and
Could you say that to Kalika? I wonder what it would be like if you were to say that to your wife. What would it be like to say that to him? Would you be willing to try?
yeah,
Why don't you look Kalika in the eye and tell her?
I don't want to lose you. It's scary. Watching my mother go through this and knowing what a child feels like with their mother going through this is awful. I need you here.
I'm hearing him say, I need you here. I don't want to lose you. I'm afraid to lose you. I'm scared. What is it like to hear that?
I understand his concerns. I don't want to die. I don't want to die either. It's kind of sad because I don't want him to be sad about it
Mm-hmm.
as well.
You're sad because you don't want him to be sad.
Right.
What was it like specifically about the things that he was saying? I need you. I want you here.
It makes me feel
I don't want to lose you.
good because he doesn't say that stuff that often. And so it's nice to hear.
Nice to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you want to hear.
Right.
Maybe hear more often.
Mm-hmm.
And so, David, maybe that's your spouse asking you for something specifically, a connection. She's asking you for these emotions that you're sharing today, but on a regular basis.
Yeah, it makes me want to distance myself from it because I guess I feel those pains from growing up. It makes me not want to address it because I don't want to go through that again. I guess and I think about it, I guess it makes me scared of the whole situation.
Yes, and you shared with me about losing your mom. You shared with me what that was like to lose your mother at such an early age in your life. And so, a young mother with a child, your spouse. But let's circle back to what your wife was just saying, what Kalika was saying, that she wants to hear from you those things that you just said to her. I need you. I want you. I don't want to lose you.
I mean, I understand her wanting to hear that and wanting to feel loved, and I do need to make an effort to show that more, and try to get there and to be able to, I guess, portray those emotions, and her going through this.
Right, and so being able to share those things with her, consoling her, being able to share those emotions with her, that gives Kalika the opportunity to get that attachment, that connection with you. Because what she was saying a few moments ago is that she feels rejected and so and alone. But with those things being shared, she felt connected to you. And so maybe that's something that we work on throughout further sessions to continue that sharing of those emotions and that sharing of how you really feel about the situation and understanding your situation, but understanding her needs and being able to meet those needs with that emotional connection. Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
So what I want to do for next week is I think it would be good for us to revisit this. Also, for you guys to continue sharing those things and kind of avoiding that the injury where Kalika feels like she's being shut out, but you're able to comfort someone else but not her. And so maybe doing a little more intentional digging together as a couple to be able to make that connection again. So for next week, why don't we look into monitoring some of those situations, maybe not allowing them to explode back into our demon dialogues, back into that dance that we call it, the dance, back into the circle and the cycle where you spin back further downward. But let's continue to break out of that, identify those times, and be able to maybe make that connection and that attachment, and express that desire, that need that you want. Something like, I feel like you're not connecting with me. Being able to interject and be able to make that connection. So let's make some intentional, I guess even journaling or notes when that kind of thing happens between this week's session and next week's session. I think that's something you can do is kind of write those down and be able to have those conversations again.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you again for coming in, taking the time out of your week to be here. See you later.